everybody, my name is Marcy Gale and I am Mechatronics faculty at Central Virginia Community College. I have two major programs that are under my purview I'd like to tell you about today. One is the Mechatronics degree program and the other is the Electronics Computer Networking degree program. So I have a little presentation to share with you to tell you all about my programs. Okay, so Mechatronics in word and discipline is a mashup of mechanics, electronics, robotics, and IT. These are all the disciplines that are necessary to work in the advanced manufacturing industry where there's a high degree of automation. The Computer and Electronic Technology Computer Networking program has a lot of classes in common with the Mechatronics degree, but the emphasis there is on computer networking with Cisco networking certifications, and also prepares you for a career in an advanced manufacturing situation or as a computer IT specialist. So the first important thing to know is that Lynchburg Industry needs you. We have a lot of manufacturing here in this area, and every day that goes by, those manufacturing facilities become more automated and more computer-based. There are many jobs that go unfilled because there are not enough trained, skilled workers and technicians out there. So there are definitely opportunities waiting for you. First thing I'd like you to know for sure is that my students are the best, and I will be here to be your advisor the whole way, no matter which program you choose. Being your advisor means that I will help you choose your classes, help you get registered each semester, help you to lay out a plan for your whole time at CVCC so you can graduate on your schedule, on your time, and I will be there to give you advice on anything you need if you have any problems. And also my office is a cool place to hang out. So we have the Framatome building on campus, which is at the very end of campus. And we have our own little domain back there. We're a tight group, we're a tight-knit family. So I can't wait for you to come and join one of these programs. Most people ask me when they come to my office to talk about starting one of these degrees, is there a career waiting for me when I finish? The answer is yes. Yes, there is. There are so many open positions available, and I'm going to help you find the one that is right for you. Oops, here we go. All right, our programs are growing. You can start in any semester, so whether you want to start summer, fall, or spring, I will help you lay out a plan of the number of classes and classes that fit together in certain order. I can help you get started whenever you would like. You can take classes at your own pace. You do not have to be a full-time student. You can take one class, you can take full-time classes, you can take overload classes, whatever fits into your schedule and your life. Most of my students are working at the same time they're coming to school, so I get it. You can only do so much in a day, and I'm going to help you figure out what your capability is based on your commitments in your life, because I can kind of let you know which class is going to take how much work time outside of class in order for you to be successful. The main goal is for you to be successful and to be in the right place in the right classes at the right pace. The other thing is I'm very committed to helping my students find jobs and careers even before they graduate. Most of my students are also working, and if you're underemployed or as you take classes you become underemployed because of all the new skills and knowledge you're gaining, I'm going to help you advance into a more meaningful career. I have a tight relationship with so many industries here around town, and the word has gotten out that I know my students, I know them, and I'll help place you so that you and your employer will both be happy and it'll be a good fit. So the next question I'm sure you have is, what classes do I have to take? Well, no matter which credential you're going for, whether it's a career studies certificate, an associate degree, or even just some industry credentials, you can start, if you're not sure which program you would like to be in, you could start with a set of core classes, because these programs have classes that cross between the degrees. So I could set you up with a set of classes to start with, and then you could decide after you get going a little bit, and those classes will apply to both directions. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the Career Study Certificate in Mechatronics. So there's a lot of different kinds of credentials piled up here. We have the degree, and which in this case is a certificate, a Career Study Certificate in Mechatronics, and inside, built inside this degree or certificate are industry certifications. So if you look right here on this line, we have an OSHA 10-hour card. OSHA is the safety organization that regulates safety in facilities here in America. And after you take this class, you will be OSHA 10-hour certified. This is a certification that is well known in the workplace, and it's something you can add to your resume, bring that card in your wallet with you, and it'll add to your valuable employee status when you reach your work. And then you can see on these other yellow lines, other industry certifications. All of my degrees have industry certifications built into them, which will increase your earning potential and your the value that you bring to your employer. So if you get through this part and you say, hey, this is fantastic, I want to keep going, then you can take these 29 credit hours and add them to the remaining 34 credit hours here at the bottom of this listing and receive your associate degree. When you finish all of these classes, then you have a Mechatronics Associate's degree, and you have 3-4 industry certifications to go along with it. Now, if you decide that the electronics computer networking is more your style, you can do the same thing. You can take the first year's worth of classes at your pace. After 28 credit hours, you will have a Career Study Certificate. Built within that Career Study Certificate, again, is your OSHA card and also some Cisco networking certifications. And then if you decide you want to keep going in this degree, there is a remaining 35 credit hours that you can take, 36 credit hours, and receive your associate's degree. Built down into this part is another networking certification. The mechatronics degree and the electronics degree are about 26 credit hours different. So I've had students that even have come and received both degrees. You can use the credits for the classes that are in each degree for 2 different degrees. So if you get 1 degree for an additional 24, 25 credit hours, you could get a second associate's degree. I just want to highlight a couple of the classes that are in these programs. The first one I'd like to highlight is Mech 140, or Introduction to Mechatronics. I offer this class in the summer because we get to do cool things like be outside. Here you have the most perfect gigantic garden box ever. This was built 2 years ago by my Intro to Mech class. And we had a very specific set of certification that we had to build this box to meet, because the thing we did with it was we put a FarmBot on it. And a FarmBot is an open source hardware and software farming robot. We can play with the software, the programming of this bot. We can produce new tool heads for it if we want with our 3D printers. We just use a little CAD design and print them out on the 3D printer. And this FarmBot is located on campus and is a lot of fun to be a part of in the summertime. Here's another training system involved in that Mech 140 class. It's a DC Motors Industrial Training Station. We have 4 of these in the lab outside my office. So here's a picture of some students last year working on setting up a lab. And behind them you can see the Mechatronics lab. This is in the Framingham building right outside my office, and we have all kinds of fun stuff to play with in this lab. Another class I'd like to highlight is the Pneumatic Hydraulics class, Mech 161. I have 4 new trainers for this class. This training station is pretty cool. It has clear tubes with colored liquids that will flow through. So in labs, as you are instructed to make things happen, make liquids move around. You can see it happening on this trainer and the 3 other ones that we have. And then the class I'm most excited about, this is a course that is in both the mechatronics and the electronics computer networking degree, is ETR 150 Programmable Logic Controllers. Last year, I received a National Science Foundation grant in support of this portion of the program. Programmable logic controllers are the hearts and the brains of automated systems in industry. When you see videos of conveyor lines with product running all over the place, or you see robotic systems where there's robots or drones working together, all of these kinds of automated systems, at the heart of them have programmable logic controllers. The industry in this area uses the Rockwell Automation version of programmable logic controllers, or PLCs. And the National Science Foundation grant and a Tobacco Commission grant both have supported a lot of equipment for this portion of the program. Right here, what you're looking at, if you took this guy right here, this trainer, and multiplied it by 4, we have 4 of them, you're looking at $160,000 worth of training equipment. We have all of this in our lab. And myself and the other teachers in the program are trained, and we keep up to date with the current skills needed in industry to make sure that you are up to date and ready to hit the ground running when you get to your new career. Also, we have some other cool stuff. We have a whole bunch of new, very nice solder stations. This is a picture of a class where I brought in a certified solder trainer to teach that. Here is a picture of the Cisco networking lab up in the Framerton building. Down here are a couple of pictures from the electronics lab, where we have a lot of electronics equipment. You will be trained on this equipment so that you'll be ready to go as an electronics technician if that's what you would like to do when you graduate. Here in the middle, you see a picture of a bunch of 3D printers that we have and you can have access to. We also have a laser cutter in the lab, a stress tester, all kinds of stuff that we can use for you to learn hands-on skills. And we try to set things up so it looks like what you face when you get to a job. So you can go, oh yeah, I know how to do this, when your employer asks you to go. All right, third most important thing that I get asked about are internships. The mechatronics degree includes a 1 credit hour internship. This equates to 40 work hours on the job. I will arrange this internship for you in the 2nd year of the program. So you have to be in the associate's degree program in order to gain the internship. And the reason for that is because I want to get to know who you are and what your job skills and interests are, because I know the employers pretty well, and it's kind of like matchmaking. I want to make sure that you will get an internship where you are likely to want to receive a full-time job after you graduate. So you and the employer can get to know each other, and you can find out if you actually like this kind of work or if you'd rather work in a different sort of facility. But I will arrange the internship for you. Your responsibilities will be laid out, and that will earn you 1 credit hour in your program. So far, we've had great success with students remaining at the place of employment where they had their internship when they graduate. The employers are snatching them right up, making full-time job offers when they graduate. Just had one contact me day before yesterday, one of my graduates from this May, with the good news that he got a full-time job at the place where he had his internship. So at CVCC, we are really in the middle. We are between you, the students, the underemployed, the unhappily employed, those that want to move into a new career. We're between you and the employers that have those jobs, those good paying jobs with benefits that are not just jobs, but they're careers, and they have a lot of advancement potential as well as great salaries and benefits. So if you're having a hard time thinking about how to break into the career that you want, CVCC is a great place to start. We're going to be there to help you. So I appreciate you listening to this presentation. Here are a bunch of ways to contact me if you have more questions. I'm on Instagram at Mechatronics Rocks. You can email me at gailm@centralvirginia.edu. And my phone number is 434-832-7619. I'd love to hear from you. and answer any questions that you have. You can also contact the counseling department at CVCC, and they can put you in touch with me as well. Really hope to see you at CVCC, and that you will come talk to me about getting started in one of these exciting programs.